have a couple of questions for you, but would you like to start with the questions from the fans? On the left?
Sure.
Alors, les gars, on se calme. Voilà.
Thank you. Yeah, oui, thank you.
It's gonna be right on your left.
Hi, girl. So, what is your favorite moment in Station 19?
You know, I've had a lot of fun on Station 19, but you know, the last episode I really did with the deer, with all the deer in the car and I hit the deer, that was pretty fun.
I think my favorite moment, maybe the hardest to film, was with the young boy with the backpack who was having the moment. I think it was the episode Peter directed and Xavier wrote. Do you remember what episode that is? No, the one that Peter directed. Right? Where the young boy, where we were against the police officers, you know? Because, well, one, we shot it in the middle of the night, and it was probably 3 in the morning when I got to that big speech, and I knew that it was going to be impactful when I read it, but the way that it was shot, I think, was a divergence from how we normally shot the episodes, and I thought it was so creative and so interesting and visceral and an important story to tell right now, and that sticks out to me as a moment. And of course, you know, anytime we're all together in the firehouse, it's so much fun. So all of those around the table and everything.
Alors, la question était, quel était leur moment favori dans Station 19? On a tout d'abord Tracy qui commence à dire le dernier épisode qu'elle avait fait là, où elle était rentrée dans une biche et tout. Cet épisode-là, c'était vraiment juste incroyable selon elle. On a Merle qui dit aussi, c'était l'épisode avec le petit gosse là, avec le cartable. Et vous avez dit quoi, hein? Genre pas du tout, vous avez dit Daniel, dit non, celui que Xavier a écrit et Peter a fait la mise en scène. Et elle devait faire un énorme speech à 3h du matin là. Et déjà, du coup, il avait déjà beaucoup filmé. Elle savait que ça allait avoir beaucoup d'impact. Ok? Donc, aussi, ce qu'elle a adoré, c'est qu'ils n'ont pas filmé cette scène-là comme toutes les autres scènes. C'était vraiment une autre manière de filmer qu'elle trouvait vraiment très créative, qu'elle a vraiment juste adoré. Et elle savait l'impact que ça allait avoir. Donc, vraiment, c'était ouf. Sinon, tous les épisodes où ils sont ensemble, autour de la table, tranquille, c'est juste incroyable parce qu'ils sont ensemble. Voilà!
Hi. What is the character that inspires you in Station 19?
Encore?
What is the character that inspires you in Station 19?
And the character that inspires you in Station 19?
This is a good question.
Character that inspires me in Station 19. You know, this sounds narcissistic, but I think Chief Ross does. And here's why, and why I think she was so interesting to me to tackle, is because she wasn't afraid to live in the complicated, messy part of life. When you pursue your dreams, when you step outside and do something that is breaking ceilings, pushing boundaries, people will put limits on you, and sometimes that can be confusing to yourself. And I think the way that she tried to balance relationship and ambition and also purpose, her own purpose in life, those things I found educational and also wonderful to play because it was complicated and dissonant and sometimes ugly, which is the human experience. So I really enjoyed that part of playing her.
I mean, I love playing Dr. Diane Lewis because
Yeah,
I
I
learned
love
so much
Dr.
from her. But if I had to say someone who was not Diane Lewis, I would say Maya. Because her arc and her growth is so exponential throughout the series. So yeah, I mean, I was so impressed with Danielle, working with her, and also impressed with how they wrote the character and how it all came together. So yeah, I mean, I learned so much from Dr. Diane Lewis, but outside of myself, I would say Maya.
Du coup, la question était le personnage dans Station 19 qui les a plus inspirés. On a tout d'abord Mel qui commence à dire ça va être un petit peu narcissique, mais clairement du coup Chief Ross, parce que c'est un personnage qui est juste incroyable. C'est un personnage qui n'a pas peur d'aller et de faire du rentre dedans, d'aller et vivre dans la partie de la vie qui est pas top, pas juste oh oui cœur cœur love love. Non 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 non. Elle a pas peur d'aller pousser les limites des gens. Et en général quand tu fais ça, les autres vont essayer de te mettre encore plus de limites. Et elle est là à dire non. Ok, le cool, mélanger le professionnel, le personnel. Vraiment c'était un personnage qui, selon elle, vraiment l'a fait grandir en tant que personne. Et du coup, elle a vraiment juste adoré. Sinon, on a Tracy qui, de son côté, dit elle a adoré jouer Dr. Diane Lewis, ok? C'était vraiment un personnage de malade. Mais si elle devait choisir quelqu'un d'autre, eh bien Maya. Parce que Maya, elle a eu un arc, genre, incroyable, une évolution exponentielle. C'était juste ouf. Mais bon, elle a énormément appris, bien sûr, de son personnage. Mais si elle devait dire quelqu'un d'autre, ce serait Maya. Voilà.
Yeah, I don't have a clue what he's saying either. So, love you both. I'm asking this question on behalf of my child who's too nervous. So, to Tracy, how has your experience differed between Station 19 and 911? Because the characters you play are awesome in both. What's been more difficult for you to portray?
Wow, it's interesting because I'm on 2 fire shows. So people are like, how do you keep them straight? I'm like, but the shows are different and the women are really, really different. Karen on 911 is such a bleeding heart. She's like very vulnerable and open and sweet and like a big mama bear. And that really speaks to that part of my personality, which I didn't even know I had. So I think that has brought it out of me even more. But Dr. Diane is so focused and cool and steady. She knows exactly what to say at all times. She knows exactly how to deal with things at all times. And I, Tracy Thoms, do not. So there will be times when I would get the script and I would have the whole scene and I'm like, is this for me? Is this the therapy I need? Because that Dr. Lewis is also my therapist, it turns out. So, yeah, but I love them both and I'm so grateful to be able to play both.